Warning, this story contains artistic depictions of sexual conduct. All characters in the story are over the age of 18. Any similarities to real people, living or dead, are coincidental. Once more, I can't sleep. Maybe it's because of my encounter with Belle earlier. Maybe it's because she kissed me. I managed to hide my ravaged neck from Sally throughout the day, but the proof of Belle's merciless assault was made more apparent when I examined my neck in the confines of the bathroom. Belle wasn't joking when she said she was possessive. If her kisses had been any harder, she would have gouged chunks out of my flesh. I wouldn't have any bruises to worry about but gaping holes. The kisses, combined with my own circular cycling thoughts, made it impossible to sleep. I can't stop thinking about her. Hell hath no fury, she told me, a small smile on her face. Sally said much the same thing. Though I think Sally meant it playfully in jest, but I can't be too sure about Belle. Knowing her, she could have been serious. Belle did say some cultures refer to her kind as demons, and maybe she really is. Well, she was right about one thing. This has gone on for far too long. I need to find out what she wants, not just for my sake, but for Sally and Melly too. I love them too much to let this continue. That's why I find myself walking to the bridge where Belle and I first met. It's a dark night and it's cold too, though thankfully it isn't raining like the last time. Maybe the dark storm clouds up above they already expended themselves over Whitby, slicking the cobblestone roads so unsuspecting pedestrians would fall and tumble to the ground like dominoes. That shopping trolley is still lying in the middle of the river, undisturbed, like the carcass of a hippo. It looks strangely majestic under the light of the moon, a monument, a landmark, a pagan place of worship. I shiver, my fingers wrapped tightly around the wrought iron railings of the bridge. I don't know if I'm shivering from the adrenaline, the cold, or my own anxiety. Maybe it's all three. We humans are complicated creatures. The bruises dotted along my neck still hurt. I keep prodding at them, even though I know I shouldn't. I can't help it. Maybe we humans aren't that complicated after all. Ah, hello there, stranger. The moon is beautiful tonight, isn't it? Belle. She's walking towards me, her dark hair fluttering in the breeze. She isn't wearing the black coat she donned earlier today. And neither is she wearing her ridiculous school uniform. Instead, she's wearing the little black dress she wore during our first meeting. I don't know why. Maybe it's symbolic. That black dress makes her skin look whiter than ever. Her slender arms are still at her sides like bundles of sticks or bleached bones. She must have approached me silently, so silently while I was still lost in thought, busy prodding at those bruises that she left behind. Her footsteps are silent even now, like those of a cat's. She doesn't make any noise, not even as the wind plays through her hair or tugs at her skirt. I'm so happy, Robin. She comes to a halt standing before me. I can hear the beating of her heart even though we're not touching, separated by just a hair's breadth. I can't debate the finer points of Belle's existence now. I have far too much proof. Before today, perhaps I could have convinced myself Belle was nothing more than an illusion. A delusion, even. But now I know. The bruise on my neck, Belle's lips against my skin, the beating of her heart makes any such protestations sound silly. She really is real, and this is not a dream. Even if I pinch my arm, I'm not going to wake up. I've fallen too far for that. I'm so happy that you came back for me. For some reason I knew you'd be waiting. I'm glad I had faith in you. She blinks up at me from underneath her long, sooty eyelashes, a smile on her face. Well, I can be very persuasive. She reaches forward, the tips of her white fingers brushing against one of the ugly bruises on my neck. I flinch back, shivering. Her hands are cold like ice, and her touch chills me. You know, Belle, I was wondering something about the umbrella you had today. But Belle places one finger against my lips, silencing me. Her touch is so icy it draws my breath out of my lungs. Let's go. I want to take you somewhere. Where? I'm stuttering. I can't help it. I can't say anything to her. I can't fight against her. She was right. I already belonged to her. Captivated. Mesmerized. All it took was one glance from her bright green eyes and I was under her spell. She might have taken the form of a black cat, but she's no familiar. She would make more than an adequate witch. Oh, don't look so worried. I'm not gonna do anything bad. No? I hate myself for feeling this way, but I'm already almost disappointed. Almost. What the hell has this girl done to me? No, it's not like anything that you don't want. Belle. But she doesn't listen to my feeble protests. I don't blame her. It's not like I've made a very intelligent case for myself during these past 5 minutes or so. She takes hold of my hand, her fingers entwined in mine, and turns to leave. I follow her, for want of knowing what else to do, her willing captive. She leads me across the bridge and I walk behind her. Our first footsteps merging in one single noise. She could go anywhere, and in my current state I would follow her, right down to the bottom of the lake or to the very ends of the earth. I'm enthralled, much like the rats that followed the Pied Piper of Hamelin to their ultimate deaths. And we're here. I blink, looking around. I was so lost in my thoughts, slow and syrupy, that I completely forgot to pay attention to my surroundings. It's the park I went to here with Belle before, when she ate that stupid ice cream, her eyes half-lidded and her lips pursed. The playground equipment looks eerie under the moonlight. The paint flaking, the rusted old swing creaks back and forth in the wind. There are no other people. We're the only ones here. Of course we are. It's 1 a.m. What kind of parent would let their child go out at such an hour? I know I'm not the best father, but I would never permit Melly to do something like this. Melly. I wonder how she is. Is she tucked up in her bed, fast asleep? Maybe not. Joan Fowler said she was something of an insomniac. That's why she needs to muddle through life, her head hanging, dark bags under her eyes. It hurts knowing that your one and only child might be suffering and being unable to do anything about it, incapable of helping. Maybe that's why I started avoiding her. Maybe that's why I stopped talking to her, looking into her eyes filled with vague misery I could not understand. Hurt. It made me feel like a failure. I wanted to help her, but I didn't know what to do. In the end, I made it even worse. I really am a bad person. If I wasn't, would I be allowing Belle to drag me around the park past midnight? This is no fairy story. This isn't romantic. I'm just an unfaithful husband, a distant father who's trying to abandon all responsibility. It must have been easy for Belle to dig her claws into me. I walked into her embrace with open arms. Robin, I really do love you. But why? Because you're letting me. Because from the moment we met, you decided to open your heart to me. I can't deny it, it's true. I made this game of cat and mouse rather easy, didn't I? I didn't put up even the slightest bit of resistance. Belle's hand grips mine, tight. She looks up at me with those large emerald green eyes, a small smile tugging at the corner of her lips. I already told you, Robin, you're all mine. I'm not gonna let you get away now. And with that, she gets on the tips of her toes. She might be a demon, but she's still too short to reach my lips unaided, and presses her mouth against mine. The kiss is hard, forceful, demanding. I gasp in surprise. Belle uses this to her advantage. She slips her tongue into my mouth and wraps her arms around me, holding my body against hers. For such a short girl, she really is strong. I don't know where she stores it all, honestly, especially when her arms are so skinny. I break away from the kiss, breathing heavily. I can hear my heart hammering in my chest. Blood rushes to my cheek. It's a cold night, but I can feel myself blushing. A strand of saliva connects our open lips, shimmering under the moonlight. It looks indecent. I turn my head, severing it without the slightest gesture. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be letting myself get carried away. That's what she wants. I'm sure of it, but... I don't understand. What do you want from me? I already told you. Weren't you listening? I want everything. But why? Isn't it obvious? It's because you love me, right? That's right. I love you more than anybody ever has done, Robin, and anybody ever will. But I still don't understand. I can vaguely wrap my head around why Arabella Waite might be interested in me. As Sally had chided me in the past, I really am too nice to her, especially considering my deep lack of feeling towards her. Though I try to avoid talking with her when I can, she engaged me in discussions about her drawn-out divorce more times than I can count. The fact that I've complimented her on her appearance a few times in the past, I can't help it, she's a very pretty woman, and let her cry into my chest at the coaster last weekend probably didn't help. But I don't understand why Belle likes me so much. It's true that I tried to save her, but the fact remains that I didn't. I didn't do a damn thing, unless you want to count nearly drowning. I wonder if she likes that in a man being pathetic and helpless. I'm certainly not offering much resistance against her onslaught right now. Maybe it's because despite my protests, I don't want to. I don't know what I want. It's all so confusing. My head is starting to hurt. There are far too many things to keep track of, too many things to feel guilty about. It would be so easy to forget and just focus on sensations, the none too soft sucking against my swollen lower lip, but how can I? But Belle, I don't think we should be doing this. I can do what I want. But at the very least, I should be the one doing this. I mean, I'm married. But you don't love her. Belle, you don't love her. You love me. How can I possibly love you? I've only known you for a few days. Maybe, but that all can change. I want it to. Belle. Shh. I'm not a fan of all this talk. Humans all talk too much. Why do you have to try and rationalize every little thing? Just enjoy it. Belle presses her lips against mine once more. I feel lightheaded. It's hard to breathe. I think I'm going to pass out. It's a cold night and Belle's touch is frigid, but her lips are so warm. I'm melting. Belle guides me to a secluded part of the park, overcast by trees. The moonlight makes her skin shine milky white. Belle, Belle leans forward, pressing her lips against the hollow shell of my ear. Her breath glides across my skin. Her fingers are trailing down my chest towards my nether parts, insistently, needingly. I don't want this. I don't think I do, but she squeezes hard. I gasp. You like this, right? You like me, don't you? I don't know what to say. What can I say? Even if I refute her, the way my body's reacting should make it obvious enough. Phone call. Not answering. Oh, yeah. We're definitely gonna have to censor that. Oh, that was so far in left field. I was not expecting that. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to put a black bar up on that. Damn, there's nothing like. Okay, I'm going to unfortunately have to type this out. The scene it would definitely get me this video striked hard. Holy shit. This is oh man, I don't even know if I can even read what's happening right here, but basically, you know, when a man and a woman come together, he's basically explaining that, yeah, I don't even know if I can say that, shoot. I'm gonna have to sit here like, I'm sorry, I'm going to just have to explain that they're merged together as one, doing things. He's basically having a moment. I don't know if I could describe. Yeah, there's no way I could describe this. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm able to read and what I'm not able to read. So, yeah, like I said, basically, she's devoid of clothes, straddling atop him, who is still clothed. But given what they are, the what he's talking about and describing, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're definitely getting it on. He's making a reference to Marie Antoinette, pretty much. Yeah, they're definitely going at it. I'm trying my best to. He's having reflections of like, well, when she was a Marie Antoinette, was she like this when she was incarnated as the queen? And then it's like, you know, then I pause, realizing that this is actually quite a weird thing to think of during an intimate moment like this. And Robin's like, I thought you said you've done this before. Belle winces. Her eyes are squeezed shut. I see tears beating the corner of her eyes. I have. Then why are you... He's basically saying you don't feel like somebody who's done it before. Picture... Basically, she's squeezing him down there with that part of her body. It's the best way I could do this. Because I don't think I'm allowed to say this. I mean, it's not bad. It's not overly... I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try it. The hell am I doing? Sleeping with her is bad enough, but we're doing it outside. Yeah, they're basically screwing in the park. This is a new level of depravity I never thought I'd sink into. Forget not paying for ice cream and sundaes. This is the kind of stuff that you can't really bounce back from. Yeah, no kidding. Maybe it would look a little better if I weren't a primary school teacher. There's all kinds of images most people have of primary school teachers, music teachers especially, and I can't imagine having intimacy with the young girl as one of them. Belle moves in my lap just slightly, and my whole body is instantly seized by a sharp shock. I twitch, shoulders trembling, and bite down on my hand. Basically, she's getting into it. I didn't really want to sleep with Belle. I didn't think I did anyways. It wasn't high on my to-do list. She was the one who instigated it, not me. She was the one who stroked my through my trousers, the one who disposed of her underwear, the one who lowered her shaking pale white body onto mine. Oh God. But I can't deny it feels good. The moans I'm making, escaping willingly from our lips, are proof enough of that. Belle's body is warm, wet with her own reaction. And that isn't the only thing. She's bleeding. Oh. Oh. When I pushed inside her, I felt a resistance, then something tearing. Something that can't be fixed. Though she isn't bleeding that much, it's still startling. The milky white insides of her thighs are splashed with bright red crimson. It almost looks as if it's something from a horror movie. The deflowered maiden. Oh God. Belle, you've never done this before? Only this body. Guys like that, right? They like making love to pure girls so they can take their innocence away, so they can own them. You really think that? Of course I think that. I know it. How? I can tell by how stiff you are inside me. Ah. And the picture fades. I gasp. Belle exploits the situation. She dips her head, pressing her lips against mine in a heated kiss. Her tongue tangles with mine. The sensation of her kisses mingled with the shifting of her lithe body on my lap makes my head swim. I slide even deeper until there's nothing separating the two of us. I have to be really careful about what I read from the descriptions here, because, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't just feel close to her, it almost feels as though we're merging together, becoming one and the same. I'm fully inside her, and her fingers are entwined with mine, our tongues coiled together. Belle draws away and brings her lips against my ear, whispering under her breath, "It's okay. You don't need to hold back." But I was waiting for this moment. I was waiting for so long. I want you to enjoy yourself. But I don't want to hurt you. Don't you think it's a little bit too late for that? I turned my head away, my own face burning red. That really wasn't my fault. You were so insistent. You try going for 30 years without sleeping with anyone, see how insistent you get. Oh. That is a fair point, I guess. I already told you, I don't mind, so just do it. Fill me up. I didn't say the other part, because, yeah. I want to become one with you. I've wanted this for so long. Belle, And she responds, I love you. I love you so much. Belle looks at me, her emerald eyes large. For the first time I note a certain vulnerability to her tone. Her voice quavers, as does her body perched upon my lap. She's so light even though she's pressing down against me like this, almost like a feather. Her collarbone juts out alarmingly underneath her white skin. Her exposed chest are so small and her arms and legs are so slender. It's almost like she's made of air. I want to take care of her. I want to protect her. I want to love her. I want to fulfill her wish just so long as it will make her happy. She must have been so lonely these last 30 years, trapped inside her skull with nobody to talk to. I can't even fathom what kind of isolation must do to a person. No wonder Belle's been so desperate, almost hungry for my affection. I don't know if I blame her. I suppose it's nice being needed like this, being wanted. I haven't felt wanted in such a long time. Belle, I understand. You do? She blinks at me, dispelling a few stray tears. They trickle down her cheek, catching in the moonlight so they shimmer. Not entirely, but I gasp again as Belle grinds against me. She leans forward and catches my lips with her own, stifling any moan with her mouth. I just mean I'm glad that you love me, and I love you too. This is too much for me. I can't hold on anymore. She squeezes around me and I moan, burying my head against the crook of her neck. She wraps her arms around me, cradling me close to her, safe, as though in her own way she's trying to protect me. Perhaps that's what she wanted to do this whole time, but I was too suspicious of her motives to realize. She holds me against her chest as I climax, long and hard, again and again. I must have been holding that in for a long time. When was the last time I slept with Sally? I can't quite remember. I don't want to remember. I don't want to think about Sally right now. But Belle, I love you. I love you too, Robin. I love you. I can hardly think at all. I'm drowning in a wave of feeling. Belle's fingers are against my back, her body around mine. I hold her tightly. I can feel her trembling as though she's falling apart in my arms. I won't let go of her. I told myself I wouldn't. I want to protect her. I run my fingers across her skin, the white spots that cloud my vision slowly fading, my moment receding. Her skin is so soft, so smooth, so white, like the inside of a conch shell. She really is beautiful, especially underneath the moonlight, even the parts of her body that are slightly less perfect. Even the scar that runs from the small of her back to the bottom of her spine. It's a long line of puckered skin that would almost be invisible to the naked eye, but I can feel it beneath the tips of my roving fingers. It's strange, actually, that she would have such a scar. It's nostalgic. It takes me back. I remember dimly, with the part of my brain that isn't currently occupied with a tactile sensation. Something has happened to Melody when she was younger. She was out on her roller skates when it happened. She must have stumbled and lost her balance. I think she landed awkwardly. She sprained her leg and got a few nasty bruises. But that wasn't the worst of her injuries. Somehow when she fell, she sustained a deep wound. It was a cut that extended from the small of her back, all the way down to the bottom of her spine. Ah. Belle looks at me, her head tilted to one side. Her hair is a little messy and her face flushed, but her lips are curved in a triumphant smile. I know that smile. I thought I did from the very moment I met her. I know something looked familiar, painfully familiar, in fact, but I didn't guess. I couldn't tell. How could I when Belle's eyes are so wide, so big, and unmistakably green? She doesn't have green eyes. She has brown eyes like a woodland deer, brown eyes like mine. But though a few details here and there are subtly different, the rest of her face, the nose, the chin, the lips, are all of a sudden incredibly, horrifyingly clear. It's as if, after much fumbling, I've finally adjusted the focus on my magnifying glass. I've definitely seen this face before. I've seen it more times than I could ever count. What is it, Robin? Did you realize something? Realize isn't a strong enough word. I just had a revelation. But it's already too late. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh, the revelation. Oh, I'm I'm at a loss. Oh my god. Oh. Anybody who has watched the movie Old Boy, you know what happens in Old Boy between the girl and the guy. And then at the end, you realize what happens, and it's a mind fuck. That's kind of what's happening here. He's been. This is Melly that he's been doing it with. His own daughter. Oh my god. Sweet baby Jesus. I honestly can't read the description, but basically she's still sitting in his lap. There's blood and mixture of their coitus moment together flowing from her. And the fact that he realizes this and he's still inside her. Our bodies are linked in the most intimate manner possible. But I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. If I had known, I would never have. Yeah, he's like basically fucking having a mental breakdown. I was like, fuck, oh fuck. Melly, you're Melly. Belle doesn't refute my words. I wish she would. By God, I wish she would. She only giggles that familiar little giggle of hers and shifts slightly on my lap. It took you long enough to figure it out, dummy. I will continue this in the next episode. Oh my God.